Hello, this is Andy again. In the first video, we saw how to create a tile pattern that would print without a seam across a sheet of paper or fabric in Photoshop using the offset filter. Someone asked about how to do a half drop, and you can use that same offset filter to do a half drop or a quarter drop or a third drop. I'll show you all those, but to do a half drop, it's sort of the same way. Let's pull up this file. And a half drop is sort of what it sounds like. Here we've got we're using those same two files that we saw in the first video. The Hearts 1 file here on the left and the Hearts 2 file on the right. So if you pull that file back up, you can see how we've got the one tile here, and then it moves over one whole tile width, and then it goes down about a half drop, and that's why they call it a half drop. Now, I guess when I was young and naive, I used to do them like this, where you had a bunch of layers. Let's open up the layers. There you can see the layers, all those layers, and that way you're moving them around, trying to get them to line up. You're using that little blue line that you see right there as a guide. You can actually move that around. So I guess when I first started trying to do half drop patterns, I thought, okay, well, we'll put it out in layers and then move them all around. I don't know which one that is. Oh, there it is. So anyway, that's sort of what half drop looks like. But if you're trying to do it layer by layer and put them in manually, put each one into place, if one gets off, then all the rest of them are off and it doesn't print correctly. So I'm going to show you how to use that offset filter to make the pattern to fill the paper just like we did in the first video. So let's close this and get rid of this. And we'll go back to those two original files, the Hearts 1 and the Hearts 2. Actually, let's get rid of the Hearts 1 because we'll just use Hearts 2. And you can see how the heart design is floating on the transparent layer. Let's make a new file so we'll add a different color to it. That file is 6 inches by 6 inches. So let's make it the same size. And it's still 72 dots per inch, so it's like 432 pixels. Okay, there that is. And let's go to the Hearts 2 file. We're going to select the whole image. So I'm on a Mac, so I'm hitting Command A to select it, and Command C to copy it, and I'm going to deselect it with Command D. On a PC, you would hit Control A, Control C, or Control D. Let's go back to and then I'm going to paste that in with hit Control or Command V. Alright, let's look at the layers. Okay, and we're going to let's add a different color to this background. Come over here to the paint bucket tool. Alright, we have the background selected, so I'm going to drop in that blue color. Okay, that's sort of cool. Move it over. Okay, now that square is 6 inches by 6 inches. So to create the half drop, we need to create another tile over to the right and drop it down halfway using the offset filter. So to do that, we're going to stretch the canvas. We're going up to the image size or the menu. Go down where it says canvas size. Click on that. And here you got 6 inches by 6 inches, and we're going to anchor it from the left hand side. So we click there. Change this to 12. So it doubles the width of the canvas. You got two choices there of what color you want to use, the background or the foreground. And since we've got the foreground color selected, we'll just leave it at that. There. Okay. So go back to the layers palette. Select the first layer, which is this one. If you click on the little eyeball, you can see how it goes away. So we're going to click on that, and we're going to duplicate that layer. So go up to the layer menu, duplicate layer, layer 1 copy. Okay. So with the layer 1 copy selected, let's move this down. we're going to use that offset filter like we did in the first video. So you hit Filter, go down to Other, and then Offset. Now since it was the width of the tile was 432, and then we want to drop it halfway down, so halfway was 216 pixels. And if you hit Preview, let's move this out of the way, you can see there, get rid of the Layers menu, you can see there how it's created the tile over to the right hand side, and it's split in half where this top will match this bottom. So that's what we're going to define the pattern. If you wanted to do a quarter of a drop, then you would change this vertical number. 432 divided by 4 would be 108. There would be a quarter drop. And if you want to do a third drop, it's 144. So there's a third drop. Just not quite as dramatic as the half drop. Let's go back to the half drop. So that was 216. Okay. Hit OK. And okay, so there's the pattern on the left, and it's repeated in a half drop on the right. That's what we're going to define the pattern that we're going to fill the sheet of paper with. So we're going to select all of that, go up to Edit, Define Pattern, call that Pattern 3. I'm going to deselect that. Let's just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Hit New. Alright, the tile was 6 inches by 6 inches. So we're going to go back to make it 18 inches by 18 inches. And we're going to fill it with that pattern that we just made. Let's go back up to the Edit menu. Come down to where it says Hit Fill. Select the pattern. Hit OK. And there it is. There's your half drop pattern using the offset filter.